and tell your friends, and we'll see you each and every week right here in the Car Connection Workshop on YouTube.
Hey, Niall Motormouth Jenkins here. How'd you like to give one of those things a little whiz bang, huh? I watched them actually, they did skid steer rodeo at a fair one time. It was freaking priceless. But anyways, I love machinery, and there used to be a house there just about a week and a half ago. They plucked it out of the ground and put it in garbage cans. It's gone, over. Well, speaking of plucking things out and putting in the garbage can, what I'm about to show you next qualifies for that exact thing. Pluck it out and chuck it in the garbage can. We're going to take a look now on the 2000 Nissan Rogue. I'm going to just get my kneeling pad here because, you know, somebody told me, said, you know, you only have two knees, you know. Yeah, that's a good point. I said, well, yeah, if somebody wants to donate about 11 grand worth of concrete, I'd be a happy man. In fact, I might do a happy dance in my best pair of gotchis in the front lawn. No. I digress. Not going to do it. So on this side, and again, as we went back to the Estimate from the other repair shop, there was nothing whatsoever written down about emergency brakes. If you have a four-wheel disc brake system, and this has it, there's no wheel cylinders back here, my friends. You got to stay on this. I think this is the third or fourth vehicle this past summer that we've had in the Car Connection Workshop with the same stinking problem. So you guys got to wake up. I'm trying to teach you how to save money. If you don't want to save money, then you're in the wrong video. If you're looking at how to save money and keep your car in top drawer condition, it has nothing to do with I'm a mechanic. It has everything to do with maintenance. Again, we got a backing plate that's rotten. That's not written down. That's got to be dealt with. It's done. I mean, the car is a 2008. So your disc brakes, as we covered in the part 2 of how to do a brake service, it wasn't a big deal. Go and watch that video. How fast a brake service can be done. And if a tech's charging you 4 or 5 hours, then he must be sleeping for 3 and working for 1. I was never good at math. I'm going to pull this off, and you're going to be shocked at what you see. It's not just a matter of going through the hole here and adjusting the brake shoes to make the parking brake work. Here it comes, brothers and sisters. Now again, I'm going to reuse this. If this was a new rotor and I'm taking it off to service the park brake, I need to know that I put the rotor back in its original position. So again, make sure you get yourself a marker. Did you steal my marker? Oh, here it is. Sorry. You mark it on the end. Mark the stud. Mark the disc. Make sure you're going to put it back in its appropriate spot. All right, this is where we read it and weep. See how rotten this backing plate is? It's gone. We need to take it off. Now you have a choice here. You can either replace it and watch another one rot off, because the backing plate I'm really concerned about is where the shoes are, which is inside here. So you can decide if you want to do it or not, but this thing's got to come off because it's going to get into the braking system and cause some big problems. So in order to change this, you've got to pull the whole axle. You got to disconnect the center nut on the axle shaft because this is an all-wheel drive. So you got to push that out. You got to unbolt this hub and bearing, and you got to smack that out of there in order to get to the 4 bolts that hold the backing plate. So you got to gut it, in other words, is what I'm saying. You got to gut it. We have no braking. We've got braking material here. Let me turn the light on. Turn the light on. Okay, we're turning the light on. We've got shoe material here. We got nothing here, nothing. And it's all corroded. It's seized Well, it's not bad. I can move it. And the brake pedal did go on and it did come off, but we got to change all of this out. It's done. So we need a shoe kit, spring and hold down kit, clean it all up and replace it and do the same on the other side. Pardon? Where is the emergency brake? It's in there. It's in there. Okay, it's back here. When you push the pedal, here's the emergency brake cable right here. Skippy's asking, great question. Here's the emergency brake cable coming in here, and it comes right in here, and they'll show you with my screwdriver, if I can get down in there. The cable is right here. Cable comes in, and it goes to the back arm on this side, at the back right here. In fact, Skippy, you hold the light, and I'm going to go press the pedal, okay? And just keep the camera right down in here, and they'll see this move, all right? So stay where you're till I come where you're at. I'll be right back. I want the viewers to see how that works. And I can't be in two places at once. So ready? Did you get a visual? Nothing happened, right? Because they're so far out of whack that they didn't even move. Yeah, they moved. What were you doing? Because take a look right here. The arm is out. Now watch, when I go back, I will release it and then I will press it on the backside. Because it's called duo servo action. So the lever comes out and the shoe's clamshell. So the rear one, did I get you in the eye? Sorry, viewers. I get a little excited. So the shoe, this one comes out and pushes that one forward. It's called duo servo action. Now watch. I will release it, then press it. Do you see where I'm telling you there? Skippy, right here. See that silverish, grayish looking arm there? You got to get to the back side here. Got it? Right there. Keep an eye on that. Because you also need to know that the cables will apply and also release. So I'm going to release the weasel. That should snap back. And I cometh over heareth. Excuse me. Yeah, so see, that tells me the cable is good. It's come all the way back. It's in its resting place. So we don't need to replace cable. We need to replace shoe kit, hold down kit, and the adjuster, which is on the bottom. So it's through this hole right here, we adjust the shoes where they contact, you ready? The brake drum, which is inside the rotor. And you can see these rotors aren't all that old because the paint is still on them. And the paint is still on here. There's no crusties. So when we come through that hole right there, yeah, these are wheel studs. That's the adjuster hole. And that's the brake drum. When you press or pull the handle and you have four-wheel disc brakes, these shoes clamshell out and grab this drum. So therefore the vehicle won't move forward or backwards in reverse till you release it. So these are the emergency brake shoes. They need a lot of servicing, and that's why. In every four-wheel disc brake job we've done this summer, this system has been an absolute shambles, just like this one. In fact, we did, if you go back into our video library, Dodge Ram, four-wheel drive, 2500, there was nothing left in here. It was all rotten, and everything was mangled. I had to do something I don't normally do, but it was going to cost another $700 or $800 in parts to fix it. We decided the lady that owns it, recently widowed, she said, "Niall, can you get me good brakes? We'll do the parking brake another time." I had to totally gut it, take that all out, And that's what I call a parking brake delete. And that video is up on our library. Take a look at that because that shows you just how bad the emergency brake system can get. This is bad, but everything is still there. But on that Dodge truck, it was all rotten. It was an absolute mess. So folks, that walks you through a service. So not only when we have four-wheel disc brakes on the front and on the back, we can't forget about the parking brake. Emergency brake, set brake, whatever you want to call it. You gotta service this. Because if this goes wrong, it's back in here, you're going to have problems with the brakes as well. The disc brake system itself. I've seen it where it's locked up, the shoes catch the drum, and guess what? The wheel is turning. It just mangles itself, and it can lock the wheel up while you're driving. So service, service, service. Again, I come back to that chart that I saw at the dealer. 25,000 kilometers having to replace all the brakes. 119,000 kilometers, first brake job. So you can spend the money and have 5 brake jobs done to that smart person who understands preventative maintenance and owning and operating an automobile. It's a mechanical device that needs service, just like that skid steer that's over on the corner, now prepping the property for they're going to put a new house there. I'll bet you they take care of that machine, because when that machine's down and it's not working, they're not making any money. The same kind of mindset needs to be placed on your automobile. If you don't have big, deep pockets, then you better step up for maintenance, because you're costing yourself money. So when you think, oh, that's going to cost me to have a brake service, well, it's going to cost you even more when you don't. 5 brake jobs or 1. 25,000 K, a brake job. Another 25,000 K, another brake job. Another 25,000 K, another brake job. That's a lot of money you don't need to spend. So till next time, today's key word, service and maintenance when it comes to brakes is going to save you a lot of money. A lot of money. You saw how easy it is in the previous video, part 2, how to service the disc brakes. Doesn't take a lot of time and it doesn't take a lot of money. But if you're paying for more brake jobs than you need, you're spending a lot of money. What is that, Skippy? Hey, put in the comments. What do you think that was, Skippy? We'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. And don't forget to like, share, follow, subscribe, and ring that notification bell. Also, follow us on Facebook at Niall Motormouth Jenkins. You'll see videos and reels you won't see anywhere else. Also, catch us locally on Stevensville on the web.ca. That's where my pops lives. Click on the business tabs and you'll find us, and you'll also find bloopers and outtakes that'll make you spill your hot coffee. So put it down before you watch that. Get our merchandise at carconnectionbusinessnetwork.com. On the home page, top right hand corner, click the store and check out our merchandise and get yourself some and show it off to us. Show us your Car Connection gear. And also visit great and amazing small to medium local businesses that I put my seal of approval on at carconnectionbusinessnetwork.com. Give them your business and let them know Motormouth sent you. And catch us on the radio as well. All the information you need about Car Connection is in the description of every single video. So we'll see you in the next one. Thanks for stopping by. Bye for now. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. If you enjoyed the video, like I know you did, ring the notification bell.